Sometimes a case seems endless. When I left Cook County Courthouse that day, a long manhunt was over and my prisoner had been convicted of murder in the first degree. The investigation and the prosecution of the crime were over. Carl Warfield, who didn't look like the mad dog type of killer, had just been sentenced. He was on his way to the death house at Stateville.
George, wait for me down at the other elevator. I'll get the papers. Only take a second.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
Back up! I said back up! Open that door! Open it! Take my cuff off! Take my cuff off! I've got nothing to lose, but you have! Come on, take it off! Don't stall! Talk in, Warfield!
Warfield had been my case, and now 3 months of hard work were down the drain. I swore I'd get him. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. After a couple of weeks, the Chicago papers let the story die. The commissioner stopped needling the chief, and even the guys at headquarters quit riding me. And then I got a break. We had a lead that Warfield was holed up downstate, and I went after him. It was a small town, and I got the help of the local police. We surrounded the house. Okay, boys. All right, on your feet. Come on your feet.
Well, Lieutenant, long time no see.
I'll try to make it up to you. Get his coat. When's the next train to Chicago?
You can make the 5:40 back if we hustle. Well, get him. You wouldn't think he had a worry in the world.
Pretty soon he won't. I'll put that coat on. Come on!
After we put you on the train, we'll wire ahead and tell them to pick you up at the Dearborn Street station.
Good.
Did you have to kill those two cops and the girl in the courthouse?
They got in my way. Nobody gets in my way when I'm in the driver's seat.
Let's go.
Pardon me. Is this train 57?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
I mean the one that goes through Decatur and Bloomington.
Oh, no, this one goes through Springfield, Peoria, and then Chicago.
Oh, I'm so lucky. We get in an hour and a half earlier. There were two trains in the station, and I was confused. But I did manage to get the express.
I just made it myself.
I'll be glad to get home sooner than I expected. Vacation's over. One of those things, not very exciting one.
That's too bad.
Everything seemed to go wrong. Oh, it was a nice enough place, I guess, but
Not enough men.
do you think girls go on vacation only for that?
I've heard it's been done.
You're just like Ed. He'd say that.
Ed, then you don't need a boy.
Oh, Ed's my brother. He's not very smart about women. He's a policeman.
Well, I know some of the boys on the force. Maybe I know him. What's his name?
Oh, I don't think you'd know Ed. Ed Brogan. He's a rookie, just 6 months out of training.
Well, we all had to go through it.
You're one, too? Oh, I don't believe it. I mean, you don't look like one. Not one bit.
We're not supposed to anymore.
Oh, I didn't mean to be rude.
No, you weren't rude at all. And I'd buy you a drink to prove it, except my friend here doesn't touch the stuff.
Do you know which way the club car is?
No.
You fumbled the ball that time.
I'm not even in the game until I get rid of you.
I'll be happy to accommodate you. How about my getting washed up? I feel pretty grimy.
It'll take more than soap and water to make your hands clean.
Lieutenant,
Okay.
Mom, those two men. One's a prisoner.
Let me finish this story, dear, and then we'll talk.
don't like to travel with guys that don't trust me.
I wouldn't trust you if you were up to your neck in cement. Now shut up and get washing.
Key copper. And be quick about it. Up!
Where do you think you're going to run to on a train?
I know you don't. You do it for me. I'm not running anywhere. As long as I got this, nobody pushes me around. Okay, open them up. I've got nothing to lose with you or anybody else around here. Hurry up. Hurry up. Give me. Now the wallet. Wallet. Lousy $30. An honest cop. I wouldn't try to hire you. Unless you want to be a dead cop. Height 6'2", weight 185, hair brown, eyes blue. Fits me, eh, Lieutenant? Meet Frank Ballinger. Hello, Carl Warfield.
You don't really think people would take me for you, do you?
By the time they find you, I don't care what they take you for.
Everything all right in here, gentlemen? Sorry about that sudden stop. Car was stalled on the track.
Well, everything's just fine, Porter.
Did you cut your head, sir, when we stopped?
Oh, no, I must have cut myself before I got on the train.
Can I get you something for it, sir?
No, this is fine. Thanks very much, Porter.
Thank you, sir.
That was real smart, Ballinger. No point in having two corpses.
That was the angle.
Let's go, prisoner. And don't make me throw any lead out there. I'll get you first. And I may even hit a few innocent bystanders.
Tickets? Have your tickets ready, please.
That's wrong. It was different before.
What did you say, dear?
Those two men.
Please, you said you wouldn't say anything until I finished reading this.
First they were one way and now they're another. It's wrong.
Tickets, please. Tickets.
Right in there.
Traveling on official business, Lieutenant?
When do we reach Chicago?
7:10 now. We're doing Chicago at 11:02.
And our next stop?
Springfield? Should be there in about 5 or 6 minutes.
How long in the station?
Oh, 10 minutes anyhow.
Thanks.
Sure. Anything I can do to help, just let me know.
You wouldn't happen to have an empty compartment. Traveling this way isn't very comfortable.
Oh, sure. Apartment B isn't occupied. Seeing as you're traveling on official business, we're glad to do anything we can to help. Put him where he can't start anything, too.
Thanks. Come on, Warfield.
Excuse me.
It's all right.
Real cozy. Hey, Lieutenant? Come in.
What can we do for you, son?
Well, those handcuffs. I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Before, the handcuffs were the other way. On your left wrist and his right. How come?
Now, you must be mistaken.
I know what I saw.
Okay, you know what you saw. Good for you. Now, suppose you go back to your mother. We're busy.
But the policeman always has the handcuffs on his left. So his right will be free if he has to use his gun.
That's right. Except when the policeman's left-handed.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Then why did you change it?
I said we're busy. Get out!
Tommy! Mister, what do you think you're doing?
I've got a dangerous man here, ma'am. It's no place for a boy.
He's not the real one, Mom. He's a prisoner. The other one's a policeman.
Lady, I think your kid's a little mixed up. He's got a wild imagination.
Come along, Tommy. It's none of our business.
But, Mom...
Tommy?
Like I say, I can always count on you to protect me. Springfield! Springfield.
We get off here?
I do. I'd like to make Chicago, but I'm not walking into your reception committee.
And, why the compartment?
Easy way to ship the body home. You pinned that rap on me, Bellinger. Oh, this is going to be a real pleasure.
Hey! Okay, mister. I'll shoot if I have to.
You don't understand.
Shut up!
Boy, I wouldn't want your job, Lieutenant.
You got here just in time.
Yeah, I was bringing you a telegram. Lucky thing.
Oh, read it. My hands are full.
Replying your wire. We'll meet train 57 at 12:30. O'Hara, M Squad. You're on train 19, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, that message is about something else. Thanks.
Sometimes they notify both trains, double check, you know, to be sure. You want me to tell Chicago you're on this train?
No. Thanks, I'll do it. The boys down south goofed. They wired Chicago the wrong train. Hey, we're going to hit there about an hour and a half before you expected. Come on. That changes my plans. I can hit the big place after all. Don't you forget. For a second, I got this. Out.
You wish to send a telegram, sir?
Yeah. But I'll have to dictate it.
All right, sir. Who does go to, please?
Mr. D. Dawson.
Dawson?
That's right. D-A-W-S-O-N. 729 Gilfield Street, Chicago. Arriving Chicago, 11 o'clock tonight. Train 19. Car 1364. Compartment B. Have prisoner. Repeat. Have prisoner. Bring means to handle him. Senate Carl.
That'll be $1.15, sir. Out of 5.
How soon will that be delivered?
Oh, within the hour, I'd say, sir.
Okay.
3, 4, and 5, sir. Thank you, sir.
Of one thing I was sure. If I tried anything drastic, the load of dynamite I was traveling with would go off and a lot of people would be blown up with me. But Warfield had bought a pint in the station and he was dozing. Or was he? Miss?
Oh, hello. I thought you'd gotten off at Springfield.
Look, would you do me a favor?
I'd be glad to if I can.
Well, the minute we get into Chicago, would you go to the nearest phone and call this number for me? Dexter, 89980. You got that?
Dexter 89980.
Yeah. And tell whoever answers it that Ballinger's in trouble. Train 19. And they'll know what to do and who to call.
You make it sound very mysterious. Is it police business?
Yeah.
I'll do it as soon as I can. The second I get off the train. Are you Ballinger?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Carl?
Oh, hello there.
Somebody mentioned my name? He thinks he's cute. What's he been telling you? I'm taking him in. Sit down. For murder. He won't be around long, but he likes his little tricks. Come in, miss. What'd he say?
Just passing some time.
He wanted me to call somebody. Somebody who'd help him get away. It was a dirty trick.
Oh, he's full of them. But don't listen to what he says. He'll keep out of trouble.
As if I'd help someone like him.
Yes?
Dutch, what?
I figure it's better to get on here and ride in with you. Make sure you have no trouble.
Yeah, good idea.
Nice. How'd you do it?
In there. Come in.
Lieutenant, I notified the special officer of your arrival.
What?
The special officer. He'll probably come aboard and help you with him.
Oh, yeah. Sure, thanks.
Glad to be of help.
What's he talking about?
Look, every big railroad station has a special officer on duty 24 hours a day.
A police officer from the Chicago force?
Yeah.
He'll probably know you.
There's better than 9,000 cops in Chicago police.
Better get off this train fast the second it hits the Chicago station.
No. He'll probably be waiting for us when the train pulls in. Besides, we can't move fast with him.
So we leave him.
We get picked up a couple of hours later. He's the only one who knows I'm in Chicago.
Depends on how we leave him.
Warfield, I thought you were smart. Look, you kill me, you get off the train, the special officer gets on the train and finds my body, and the alarm's out. You'd never get out of the station.
He's just talking.
No. If we get into trouble, he's our best protection. A dead cop's no good to us.
So what do we do?
We'll wait for this special officer in here. If he recognizes Ballinger or if Ballinger tries anything, we'll take care of this other guy right in here. Quietly. It'll be easy between the two of us.
The end of the line. Really the end of the line for me. It was 2-1 in here, and both of them armed. And what could I do in a crowded train station? Nothing, except go along quietly and hope that they didn't get nervous enough to start shooting up the place.
You better get in there. Special officer comes in here and sees you, he'll start asking questions. And be ready if I need you. And you even bat an eyelash, and I'll blow your brains out. Where is he?
Maybe he got tipped off and he's rounding up a squad of police to bring on board with him.
Shut up! Come in.
Hi. My name's Warren.
Hi, Frank Ballinger.
Now, what's the charge?
Carl Warfield, murder. He escaped from the courthouse a couple of months ago. I picked him up downstate.
Yeah, I remember reading about it. He doesn't look much like his picture in the paper.
You know those newspaper photographs?
Yeah. Can I see your ID card? Oh, just a formality. Part of my job.
Sure. Too bad you saw that picture. Okay, we can't take him with us. We can't leave him here because the conductor will find him when he checks the train.
Yeah, and he's
Get
seen
us someplace to hide him for a couple of hours. In there and jam the lock.
Hey, look, he's bleeding bad. He'll need a doctor.
That's his tough luck. And remember one thing. You start anything on that station and we'll start shooting. You first and anybody else that gets in our way. You got it, you.
South Illinois Express arriving track 9.
Please exit from the rear of this car. Please exit from the rear of the car.
Oh, I just want to say I'm sorry about what happened in there before.
So am I. Particularly since I made such a fool of myself.
Well, did you ever hear of a crook apologizing
Shut
to
up.
anybody?
You all look alike. I should have known when I first saw you. I'm sorry for you.
Patrolman Ed Grady knew me. He'd be sure to say hello. I had to force myself not to call to him. And if he recognized me, he'd be cut down.
Over there through that door. Goes past some storerooms. That's where I parked the car.
We get past that cop and we're home. Don't try anything, Lieutenant. Nobody gets hurt.
Drop it, mister.
That was the end of the ride for Carl Warfield. The next day, he was delivered to prison.
Be sure to tune in again next week for another exciting story from the files of M Squad.